Alright, so we are back with our, what I believe is our last video on how to publish your books. Basically, all my other videos give you all the information you need. I believe this is video either 16 or 17, so watch 1 through 16 and 1 through 15. This last video is going to be about other stuff. The very end, the last part of publishing your book. We already talked about publishing it, writing it, publishing it, and marketing it. We're going to go into the extras. Translations. Obviously, if you publish through a big company, big publishing company, they'll do that for you if you request that. They'll translate it for you. However, if you're self-publishing and you do not speak or write other languages and you want your book translated, you would basically have to hire someone to translate your books for you. Depending on whether you use a big translating company or you use a freelancer, obviously this depends on how expensive or inexpensive that will be. The only thing about that is you have to go on their word. Obviously, if you don't know how to speak or read the language, you're going to have to go on their word that they translated it correctly. Obviously, if they do translate it, the best thing to do is to find people who can read and speak that language and give them a free copy of the book and ask them to look it over to see if it looks okay. But that's another, and you don't have to do translations. It's something if you feel like you want, people who speak Spanish to read your books, then obviously you would have to translate it in Spanish. But those are things you can think about, obviously, once your book starts selling, whether or not you want to translate it into another language. The second thing you want to be thinking about is if you haven't started your next book already, which during the waiting process of getting a copy written, the waiting process of getting it edited, you should be starting the second book. But if you haven't, now would be the time to starting your next book. Savings. In the process of you writing from beginning to end, from writing to editing to marketing to everything, you want to be putting money aside. Especially as you start making money, which takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years before you actually start making lots of money off your books, sometimes even more, 10 years. You want to put aside savings for rainy days. You don't want to spend all the money you make on material things because it's just not worth it. So make sure you're setting aside money for savings. Breaks. For stress reasons, as you become a successful author, you do want to put in breaks, not necessarily vacations, but brief breaks of taking a break of writing and dealing with, your books. Just no more than a week. And then reap what you sow. Lots of times in the process of you trying to get to succession, we get selfish and we promote ourselves, and we promote ourselves and we yell about ourselves and tell everybody, hey, get my book or buy my new product or come to my store or do this or do that. And we don't realize, even though you are not at the point of success, that is the time to start helping other people promote other people's businesses. So if you know people in the process of who have their own book, promote their book. Like I said, just promote other people's businesses in the process, because if you want people to promote you, you got to reap what you sow. And so, and once you get, once you get to the point where you know what you're doing, help other people publish their books. Give them information, give them advice. And even if they don't want to publish a book, they want to start a business. I mean, marketing technically is the same all around. So give them information on how to market things you did, basically help other people in your shoes out there. They're not 9 to 5er, but they're entrepreneur or business owner, or they're doing it for themselves. Start promoting local businesses and local authors and local entrepreneurs, and retweet, reblog, read this, read that. Show all your family and friends on your social media all the organizations and companies and authors that you support. And so always remember that. Don't let it always be all about you. Promote other people in the process. And so that's it for these videos that I have. If I have anything else and I come up with anything, I would definitely share with you. or you could leave a question if you want, or a comment in any of my videos, and I will get back to you if it's a question on things if you have any questions or something you didn't understand on any of these videos. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed all these videos. Thank you for watching, and I wish you so much success. And do not give up. If you really believe this is something you're supposed to be doing, do not give up. It does not happen overnight. This is a perfect way to strengthen your patient skills, because you're going to need them. And just keep going. Don't stop. Thank you, and have a good day.